Questions. Differentiate between a random variable and a fixed variable. Answers. A random variable is a variable whose value is uncertain, determined by chance or probability. A fixed variable, on the other hand, has a constant and known value. Questions. In the context of statistics, what is the difference between a parameter and a statistic? Answers. A parameter is a numerical characteristic of a population, while a statistic is a numerical characteristic of a sample drawn from that population. Parameters are usually unknown and estimated using statistics. Questions. Can a variable be both independent and dependent in the same analysis? Answers. No, in the same analysis, a variable is either independent, predictor, or dependent. Response. The distinction between them is crucial for establishing causal relationships and making predictions. Questions. What is the difference between a confounding variable and an extraneous variable? Answers. A confounding variable is a variable that systematically varies with the independent variable and may distort the observed relationship. An extraneous variable is any variable other than the independent and dependent variables. Questions. Explain the concept of a dummy variable. Answers. A dummy variable, also known as an indicator variable, is used in regression analysis to represent categorical data with two or more categories. It takes the value of 0 or 1 to indicate the absence or presence of a categorical effect. Questions. In what situations would you use a Mann-Whitney test instead of a t-test? Answers. The Mann-Whitney test is a non-parametric test used when comparing two independent samples that do not meet the assumptions of a t-test, especially when dealing with ordinal or non-normally distributed data. Questions. What is the purpose of a Kruskal-Wallis test? Answers. The Kruskal-Wallis test is a non-parametric alternative to ANOVA, used to determine whether there are statistically significant differences between three or more independent groups when the dependent variable is ordinal or not normally distributed. Questions. Explain the concept of a chi-square goodness of fit test. Answers. The chi-square goodness of fit test is used to determine if there is a significant difference between the expected and observed frequencies of categorical data. It assesses whether the observed distribution fits an expected distribution.